customer jump on me. She put her hands on me and she pulled my hair out and everything else. And while she was beating on me, I shot her. She came around the corner, put her hands on me. I have another employee that saw her put her hands on me.
What's good, YouTube? It's Coffee back at it, man, with some wild news here, to say the least. I don't know if you guys saw this situation playing out all over social media, going viral. It was originally erroneously being referred to or titled Dollar General Employee Shoots Customer After She Disrespected Her Mom or something to that effect. But this actually happened in an O'Reilly's auto parts store in Dayton, Ohio. I don't know why when I say that, is it, I mean, I guess that's the power of advertisements, you know what I'm saying? Why there's that AdSense money out there, right? Because when I hear O'Reilly, immediately in my head, I'm like, O'Reilly auto, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this went down in the O'Reilly auto parts, and you hear the 911 call. The O'Reilly employee, Kayla Ron Watson, 31 years old, was indeed arrested, right? Because you heard what she was saying on the 911 call. She said, I was getting pieced up, more or less, like this customer just attacked me. They came around the corner or whatever, like kind of sounded like she was saying basically they came over into the no-fly zone behind the counter and just started attacking her, and she had the piece on her and shot her, which was not true. She shot her after she got beat up, walked over, grabbed it, and shot her in the back, So as this video is going all viral everywhere and everyone's asking questions, debates are getting heated and whatnot. No, she was protecting herself. No, she wasn't protecting herself. This happened here, this happened there. Like, she wasn't defending herself, to use a firearm because the fight had happened. She was attacked. I don't know, guys, comment, let me know your thoughts. Like, it wasn't like she was just flat out attacked. I don't know what the original argument in itself when the video starts recording started over, but you can hear the customer who ended up beating this woman up saying some things, arguing with her, and then she says something about her mom, like, that's why your mom, whatever. I don't know. The girl says something back, and then she just goes up on her and puts them paws on her and everything. And then she even, gets up off her, talks some more ish to her, picks up her belongings and everything and goes to walk away. And then that's when the girl goes behind the counter, grabs the piece, comes back, shoots her, and then is standing over her saying, "Are you sorry now? Are you sorry now?" etc. You know what I mean? I'll leave a link below to the whole footage and all that. But everyone tap in, comment, let me know your thoughts on this whole story, this whole situation here. It was non-life-threatening injuries. I guess the woman is recovering in the hospital. The woman who was shot, and Kayla Ron Watson, the O'Reilly Auto Parts employee, is sitting behind bars, $50,000 bail, charged with 3 felonies, looking at a hell of a lot of time. And, I got some more clips and whatnot I want to share with y'all. But again, comment with your thoughts on this whole story. But in a separate discussion, I just kind of wanted to kick it with y'all and hear everyone's thoughts regarding weapons and self-defense and things of that nature. It's a discussion that happens very often in American society, you know what I'm saying? In the blogosphere, we're all like, GUN control and all that. And, people want to be able to protect themselves. Some states have open carry, some states don't. And 100% people should be able to protect themselves, no question. But just something not even tied to this situation that we're talking about here that I wanted to point out, that I brought up before in different discussions. Comment, let me know what you guys think. But originally in my life, I lived in a place that had the strictest GUN laws, you know what I mean? Then later I lived in another state where it was open carry and everything like that. And again, this has nothing to do with this story. This is just a discussion on self-defense and open carry and stuff like that. When I'm saying this, I'm not saying there shouldn't be open carry or anything like that. I just wanted to point out that I've saw often, people who are strapped in many situations, and this isn't everyone, this is just certain individuals I have seen be very abrasive and kind of almost agitate and pick fights with people at times, in a sense, harass them, almost like they hope that the person steals off on them and they can pull the strap out and use it. You know what I mean? And I also seen a lot of people being very nosy at times when they got that thing, like almost trying to go out and play law enforcement, comment and let me know if you guys have ever noticed that kind of stuff out in society and whatnot. You know what I mean? But again, when I'm saying that, I'm just stating what I've seen at times and curious to know what everyone else out there thinks, if they've experienced that or seen that. But again, that's not me advocating for people to have weapons or not, or any of that. That's just, something I'm pointing out. You know what I mean? But back to this situation here. What do you guys think, man? Is she done off? Do you guys think maybe she'll be able to get some kind of plea deal or something like that? I mean, obviously we saw the footage and saw what she said in the 911 call. She lied. She didn't shoot her during the incident. She did it after, shot her in the back. And as far when it comes to self-defense, and again, I'm just thinking out loud, just as always, anyone new, just, finding this channel for the first time or whatever, we just chop it up on different topics, debate, discuss. That's what it's all about over here. So, tap in them comments. Let's talk. But when it comes to self-defense and GUN laws and like that, as I was stating, laws vary, from state to state and everything like that, to a very extreme degree in some instances. Like, it's almost like being in another country, you feel me? But I know in some states, like, basically what I'm getting at is, if you do have, a legal weapon on you and someone just starts hooking off on you, punching you, are you allowed to just shoot to kill? I believe in some states you can. I believe in some other states you're only supposed to use equal force as what's being used against you. I don't know. You know what I mean? As we were just hearing in one situation in New York, was that rapper? Was it K-Flock, or is it another rapper who's fighting a case where self-defense is being discussed and whatnot? I believe DJ Academics did a video on it recently and was talking about, in New York State, which we just saw that big situation go down with the Supreme Court is supposed to change the GUN laws in New York State. I'm waiting to see how that will play out, and if another appeal will happen on top of that appeal, or is that the highest level of the Supreme Court? I don't know. You know what I mean? The ish gets confusing and whatnot. But basically, in New York State, like, if you're in your home and something pops off, you can just use deadly force right away, right off the rip. But if you're out in public, I believe you're supposed to indeed flee first, retreat and flee, before you get active like that. You know what I mean? So it's just wild how much the laws differ, across the country. Again, this happened in Dayton, Ohio. I'm not super familiar with all their laws, but there's just, I just can't see any way that this could be. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Again, that's why that comment thread's open, but I just can't see any way that after the altercation was over, yes, that woman did indeed attack her, but she shot after the altercation was over, and like I said, even a few moments had passed where the woman had got off her, picked up her things, and then, she went behind, grabbed that thing, followed her out, shot her in the back, and then stood over her, whiling on her. Just a crazy situation, man. Again, we don't know what really jumped this off initially, why they were arguing who was the aggressor in that sense. But man, I mean, me personally, I always tell y'all, I'm snitching. I want no smoke. I want no problems. You know what I mean? Y'all know Coffee ain't no gangster. I'm telling, right? But in a lot of situations it sounds corny, but that's why it's better to just walk away unless there's some real violation going on, or if you're with your family and someone's approaching you or getting too close or something to that effect, or someone just, is right up in, your personal space or something like that, then of course you got to get active. But I don't know, man. Let me quit rambling and all that on. Comment again. Let's talk about this all the different talking points I touched on. We're gonna close this out with some more news clips and whatnot. New viewers, sub to the channel. Stay tuned. New videos coming. Music, news, sports, and more.
Police that pulled up to the store arrested Watson, and in a court document said the video shows Watson retrieving the gun and pointing it at the other woman as she is walking away.
Charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Watson made her first court appearance Monday and is facing 3 felony charges. Kayla Ron Watson made her first court appearance here, and the judge, despite a defense attorney asking for her to be released on electronic home monitoring, kept her in jail and set her a bond at $50,000.